Hey everyone, I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. You are watching Bronx Nets Open. We've got a whole lot in store for you. It's that live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set so you can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Now, leading things off, well, we're joined by the Senior Advisor and Executive Director of the YV Foundation. Now, he is also the author of today's Inspired Leader, Volume 3. Stories of impact, community, and legacy. He's here with us today to speak about how his foundation is looking to reinvent education in the United States and to also highlight his latest book. We'll have all of that and more because he's here. So please welcome to the show, John Moreno-Escobar. John, welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Bob. It's a pleasure to be here. And I graduated from CUNY many years ago, so I'm really happy to be at BronxNet. You guys did an interview of my non-for-profit at that time, and really a lot of great memories about that.
John, tell us, you're from Colombia, right? And you were on the show before. Tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, Dr. Bob. Yes, I was here before. We talked about a non-for-profit that I funded in 2017, and it was great to explain the work that we were doing, helping immigrant youth in New York City to understand the process of post-secondary education. And why I started that is because, as you mentioned, I came from Colombia in South America when I was 18, and I had the opportunity to, one, learn the language through different programs in Queens, New York. And then after that, I went to LaGuardia Community College, and then I went to Baruch College, where I got my bachelor's and my master's degree. And I knew how hard it was to understand and apply and prepare to go into college in the United States. And we decided to start that project. And then 6 years ago, I decided to move to South Florida. So now I live in the Southeast, miss lots of things from the Northeast and especially New York City, but now here with a new foundation, creating a lot of impact and trying to transform and reinvent education in the United States.
Yeah, and the foundation is the YV Foundation.
That's
Tell
correct.
us about its mission and its connection to New York City and Florida.
Sure. So the YV Foundation was funded 5 years ago now in New York City. That's where we started our programming, and mainly was looking into how we could reinvent the way that our kids get educated. Many of our kids don't get educated about building wealth, understanding the government structures, understanding how they could become the best version of themselves through mindfulness, understanding technology, basic technology things that are now part of careers and jobs. And so we decided to bring those workshops into the different high schools and middle schools in New York City. We had partnerships with 65 different schools until COVID came and we had to close many of our programs in New York City. We decided to focus our attention in South Florida. And now we have a fellowship, which has been a tremendous success here in South Florida, and trying to bring it back or bring it to New York City. But mainly what we do, it's a youth fellowship for high school students. They see us twice a month for the entire time in their school year, and they learn about different soft skills, hard skills. They get exposed to different speakers, post-secondary education information, not just about 2-year and 4-year colleges, but also about boot camps and technical colleges and certifications. And the idea here is to bring different topics and different speakers that usually regular public schools are not able to bring into their campus. So we do it through our fellowship. And right now we are planning our second year of the fellowship here in South Florida, again, going through open a fellowship in Chicago and New York City next year in 2024.
Great. And also, you're an author of not one, not two, but 3 books.
It's only one book. Is the third volume.
Got it.
Is the third volume of that Inspiring Leaders. It's a compilation of different authors where we share our experiences around leadership. In my case, was leadership and mentoring. I do believe that mentoring is a critical thing for our youth and for the entry-level executives, especially of color, Black and Latino.
Yes, absolutely.
So through the book, we are trying to inspire others to to take some of our stories and look at themselves and see how our stories will inspire them to become better individuals in their workspace, but also better leaders. We need definitely more leaders of color. For my case, Latino and Hispanics, there are Latinx and Hispanics that are able to be on the ballrooms and having a seat at the table to make decisions that will impact our communities for sure.
So to learn more about what this is all about, they can get the book where? Is it on Amazon?
They could find the book on Amazon. We are doing a couple of launches. One is going to be here in South Florida. I am planning to do another one in New York City soon, but the authors are all over the country. I am based in South Florida, but spent 16 years of my life, 14 years of my life in New York City. So definitely doing
Yeah.
something up there, but everyone could find the book on Amazon for sure.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with going back and forth. 16 degrees in New York City and a lot warmer in Florida.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a good mix.
Yeah. John, do you have a website we can go to find out a whole lot more?
Sure, you guys could visit for our foundation, www.yv, V as in Victor, foundation.com. You could visit us there. You could find the information about our programs. And if you want to contact me directly, you could go to john@ybfoundation.com. That's JOHN at YV, as in Victor, foundation.com.
All right, there you go. John Moreno-Escobar, Executive Director of YV Foundation, author of Today's Inspired Leader, Volume 3. Yeah. Stories of Impact, Community, and Legacy. I like it. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Dr. Bo. Appreciate the opportunity.
And you're always welcome to come back. We'll take a break. More open on the way next.